Hey, Vinny Lopes here from Off the Block, and the new college men's volleyball national media poll is out. Now I'm a voter for this poll, so let's get down to how I voted this week. Number 1, Loyola, once again on the top spot on my ballot. The Ramblers, an impressive comeback victory last weekend against Ball State, and then a good, very impressive road victory, a sweep against IPFW. Those are two high-quality teams that Loyola was able to manhandle, and they showed once again that they have depth, that they're able to win, especially in that Ball State game when they were without potential All-American outside attacker Thomas Jeske, but still able to find a way to win. I love the way the Ramblers are playing. They have clinched home court advantage throughout the entire postseason, and that's going to be a difficult team to beat in Gentile Arena come April and May. Now moving down on my ballot, number 2, I have BYU. The Cougars, similar to Loyola, was able to clinch their number 1 seed in their conference tournament last weekend with a very nice victory against UC Santa Barbara, and then also adding a victory against UCLA. Absolutely love the way Taylor Sander is playing. Had 20-plus kills in both those weekend matches. And BYU, once again, very difficult team to beat in Provo. No team has done it this season. And you have to think it's going to be tough for a team to be able to do that come the conference tournament. Now, number 3 on my ballot, I have Stanford, the Cardinal. I moved all the way up to number 3. I absolutely love the way this team is playing. Love the way this team is performing on offense. When you look at their pin hitters and the depth that they have with Cook and Irvin, and then you have an All-American setter in James West. This is a team that can easily hit 400 a night nonstop. They are that good on offense, and they are peaking at the right time in the season. And even if they don't win the MPSF tournament, it's going to be very interesting to see if they continue to win. Will they have enough to get a potential at-large bid to the NCAA tournament? I think that they win out, but that's why you play the games, and that's what's going to make the next 2 weeks exciting. So those are my top 3. Then at number 4, I have Pepperdine the Waves. Tough road loss to Stanford, but no shame in losing that match. This is still a very good Waves team. Still very good on the block. Still very good on offense. They're going to be in contention the rest of the season. It's going to be very interesting, though, if they can lock down that number 2 overall seed for the conference tournament. That's going to be the big thing to watch in the final 2 weeks, because right now they have a 1-game lead on that logjam. A third-place team is in the MPSF. So Pepperdine at number 4. Then at number 5, I have UC Santa Barbara, the Gauchos. Very impressed in a loss that the Gauchos had. More impressed with their loss that they had to BYU than their win they had against Cal Baptist. UC Santa Barbara looked very good against BYU. Love the way Jonas Safe, their setter, is playing this season. The Gauchos, they're going to win games ugly. They're going to dig. They're going to block. They're going to force you to win. They're not going to make the mistakes that's going to cost a match. And they've done that this season to great success. And that's why I have them in my top 5. Now, continuing on my ballot, in my bottom 5, and then number 6, I have Long Beach State. The 49ers suffered another road loss this week on the road to the Anteaters. And the big question once again comes down to, can other players besides Taylor Crabb step up and give big time offensive production? We saw it earlier in the season when this team was clicking. That's what happening. In recent weeks that hasn't happened, and this team has struggled. So for them to continue to get better and potentially get the NCAA tournament, that's what's going to happen. So I have the 49ers at number 6. Then at number 7, I have UC Irvine, the Anteaters once again. Now, yes, the reason why I have them below Long Beach State is because the Anteaters, when you look at their overall record, still have a couple more losses than the 49ers. So despite beating the 49ers earlier this week, the Anteaters still on my ballot, number 7, but they're playing great right now. Would not want to play them in the MPSF tournament. So those are the top 7. Then at number 8, I have Penn State. I'm putting the Nittany Lions back on my top 10. Really like the way that this team is playing. Earlier last week, Coach Mark Pavlik said that his outside attacker, Aaron Russell, is one of the top 3 outside attackers in the nation, right up there with Crabb, right there with Sander. And this weekend, he lived up to that hype that the coach was saying. He played fantastic. He led them, willed them to 2 good conference victories, put them in position to win another EIVA regular season title. They're figuring out some stuff, and they're going to be a scary team come the EIVA tournament and the NCAA tournament. So don't sleep on the Nittany Lions right now. So there I have them number 8. Number 9, then I have Lewis. The 49ers, the Flyers were able to get 2 good, gutty 5-game victories this past week against Ball State and IPFW, including a 32-kill performance from Jeff Powell. Just absolutely lights out. One of the best offensive performances we've seen in the MIVA all season long. He was impressive, and if he can put up numbers like that, wow, I'll tell you, the Flyers, they're not only going to be a tough team to beat come the MIVA tournament, but they might have just worked themselves into the at-large discussion for a possible at-large berth in the NCAA tournament. So I have Lewis at number 9. Then to close out my ballot at number 10, I have USC, the Trojans. Once again, kind of similar to Pepperdine, suffered a tough road loss to Stanford, but was able to get a good bounce-back victory against Pacific. And, with the way the Trojans are playing, if they can get great production from their opposite, you know that Lucas Yoder is going to be there. You know that Micah Christian's going to be there at center. They have the depth, similar to UC Irvine. They're going to not likely finish in the top 4, but golly, I would not want to play them in the MPSF quarterfinals because they are a low seed ripe to pull an upset. Well, that's going to do it for how I vote this week in the media poll. Be sure to get all your men's volleyball news and analysis by going to offtheblockblog.com.